Our fourth fight of the night. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, Mike.
All right.
The tail of the tape for our fourth fight, we have Tony DiPietro, 33 years of age, 5 feet 10 inches tall, 170 pounds, with an amateur record of 2 wins and 1 loss, taking on Corey Vail, coming from New York State, 21 years of age, 5 feet 10 inches tall, 170 pounds, with an unbeaten record of 3 wins and 0 losses.
Also here you're looking at advanced amateur rules, so neither of you guys are going to wear shin pads. We're going to have 3-minute rounds.
Again, we have the question of, will the travel have an effect? Let's go to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, where he's calling out the first fighter tonight. Waiting for our first opponent in the fourth fight to come to the cage, have his pre-fight inspection, have his face greased up to prevent the cuts. Got a very nice head of hair on the man in the bottom right corner of our screen right now.
I wish I had a head of hair that nice.
I do as well. If only he knew we were talking about it. Here we have Corey Vail coming out of New York, 21 years of age with an undefeated record. I have to wonder how that's going to play out for him. Corey Vail's last fight was a win versus Kevin Johnson via unanimous decision. I know that he has to have a winning spirit to be undefeated at such a young age. Coming from the Island Warriors MMA in New York State.
My guess by the looks of his trainer is they come from a pretty serious Muay Thai camp here.
Absolutely. I could be wrong, but I believe that his camp is actually held on a Native American reservation in New York State. Very, very strong fighting people. A history of war and fighting.
Though I would say that Corey Vail himself does not look particularly Native American.
I'd have to agree with you on that one. Inthavong Muay Thai camp for Corey Vail.
Yeah, his trainer putting the Vaseline on. The official from Pennsylvania Athletic Department inspecting him, making sure he's a cup mouthpiece.
You know, to the untrained fight spectator, you wouldn't know exactly what the grease was for, but it's very important in a fight like this. Having the gloves have a very, very high chance of cutting the skin on the face. And the grease actually prevents that from happening. It prevents the friction cuts and the pulls and tears on the face, which could end a fight early.
Corey Vail, as you can see when he entered the ring, the cage here, did a traditional Thai prayer, which is really common in Muay Thai fights. Oftentimes you'll see them do a dance beforehand, which is called the Y Crew. That would be a sort of shorter variant on it.
The Y Crews can sometimes take a very long time. I'm glad that we cut that a little bit short.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not scheduled for a 10 to 15-minute warm-up dance routine before every fight.
Tony DiPietro coming to the cage from Pennsylvania with a record of 2 wins, 1 loss. 5 feet 10 inches tall, the same exact size as Corey Vail. 33 years of age is DiPietro. 12 years the elder of Corey Vail.
And apparently I was mistaken. I thought this was going to be fought under advanced amateur rules, but both men are wearing shin guards, so...
you know, I wouldn't fault you for that at all, Mike. It was supposed to be an advanced amateur bout, but I think that there was something that happened with the Athletic Commission that changed that.
I think both men can qualify for it. I think the qualifications are to have 3 fights and a winning record. So most likely what happened is paperwork wasn't produced on time, bureaucracy, but there's nothing you can do about it.
And I also think it might have something to do with Corey Vail. I believe his last fight was more than a year ago, and I think that was the big determining factor in the Athletic Commission not granting the second tier or the first tier amateur rules. We're still going to have a good fight either way.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, especially at the amateur level, the commission really wants to work to keep fighters safe.
Safety is #1.
You know, I mean, we're already talking about a dangerous sport. Men are, you know, in there trying to, you know, smash each other's faces in.
It is a game of damage, Mike. The one that does the most damage wins the fight.
You know, let's not make this more dangerous than it has to be, especially for guys with limited experience.
Let's send it over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is in the Gladiators of the Cage Amateur Welterweight Division. First introducing, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in 170 pounds. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall with a perfect record of 3 wins and no losses, 21 years of age. He's from the Flint Island Warrior MMA from the Tonawanda Indian Reservation from Arcade, New York. Welcome, Corey Super Saiyan Vail. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 170 pounds. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall with a record of 2-1, 33 years of age from Schrader's MMA in Washington. From Washington, Pennsylvania, Tony DiPietro, your referee, Chip Snyder.
Now, as we said, Corey Vail's coming from a very strong fighting background from Arcade, New York at a Native American reservation. However, Tony DiPietro is from Washington, Pennsylvania, which is a very strong blue-collar town just outside of Pittsburgh to the south.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I would guess from the Muay Thai camp and wearing Muay Thai shorts into this fight, you're going to see strong striking.
Very quick foot movement by Vail. Looking composed already. Vail
some
pushing
big
the pressure.
hands by Vail.
Big kick as well.
Landed a big overhand right there.
Vail is
Left
just
hook.
tagging DiPietro right now.
Oh, yeah, DiPietro.
DiPietro with the takedown.
Nice takedown there by DiPietro to get out of trouble.
Right back up.
Oh,
Wow!
Vail counters that with a big takedown of his own.
Wow, that was good.
And it looks like he is wanting to ground and pound immediately.
Some kind of a
Some
roll by
interesting
DiPietro.
positions there, back and forth.
Love that.
Those are nice transitions. I think Vail has his arm around the throat.
This could be what you call a seat.
And that's
it.
it.
Oh, wow. How quick and technical was that? That's very impressive by Corey Vail.
Fast first round submission by Vail, and DiPietro looks sorely disappointed.
I think that was around 1 minute and 8 second mark. Very good game plan implemented by Corey Vail, thinking he was going to be a Muay Thai stylist, and he actually finished him on the ground.
I mean, Vail now moving to 4-0 as an amateur. Looked impressive in this contest. I mean, maybe big things in his future, a pro turn.
Moving on to an undefeated 4-0 as an amateur, as Mike just said. Very excited to see what's going to come out of Corey Vail in the future.
You know, he looks strong, looks aggressive, looks fearless, looks like an athlete in there.
Very accurate striking as well.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if he turned pro at some point in the near future.
And the skill it took to accomplish that technique. Let's take a look and see if we can get that finish on the instant replay.
Yeah, maybe we get a better angle on it here.
Here we see a kind of a modified Granby attempt by DiPietro. Good wrestling.
Let's hear it for both of these gentlemen.
You can see the arms around his throat, and he finishes here. It looks like palm to palm.
Let's go to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute and 1 second of the first round, your winner by guillotine choke, fighting out of the red corner, Corey Super Saiyan Vail. Katie, interview them, please.
Hi, Corey. Congratulations on the win. Can you tell us a little bit about your preparation for this fight?
I was working a lot of jiu-jitsu down in South Carolina with Gibson Sai, two-time world champ. And I'd just like to thank everybody down there at the Sai Academy for helping me get ready for this fight.
All right, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Give it up for Corey Super Saiyan Vail.
Now, Mike, I think we should take a word from our sponsors.